441, huh?
Who?
You.
I'm 442. I'm wearing 440 right now.
Yeah, I see that.
When did you send these to me, Tricky?
What?
All my lockboxes. When did you send them to me?
I did them last night.
But you didn't go to the mailbox.
I logged into your account and deposited them in there for you.
Thanks, bud.
What a real bud.
Hey, according to the tooltips, account sharing is bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not illegal.
Is it sharing if I just
service.
did it without his,
I mean,
Did those consent?
Redfall got banned for it, so I mean, apparently it's a bannable.
But it's not illegal.
Wait, who got
Not
banned?
illegal. Redfall got banned for it.
Redfall's also a shitbag.
It's not a shit bag.
I think so.
I
Didn't
mean,
he get
you don't
banned
personally
because-
know him, so he can't really be a shit.
I've answered his tickets as a game master, and he's a fucking douchebag.
Boom.
Yeah, let's clear trash till we get those to him. We're gonna need action.
Screenshots that they didn't happen.
We'll have Vantas and stuff, so it should be that. I'll pull the orb.
The other.
So what all do we have to prevent Brian any bubbles or whatever? You know, the ones that, like I said, I know I've got my enraged. I think hunters can turtle.
Like from getting encased in a bubble. I can cloak it.
Did you ask the council?
No, I tried it on Heroic.
Ouchie. Well, people were saying if you have a leap and if you time it right, you can not get bubble.
I thought that got hot fixed.
I don't know. I've never seen it. I've only heard stories.
Well, seeing as a lot of fucking Fury Warriors have gotten this kill, it's probably some truth to
Yeah, the Berserker Rage.
No, we Berserker, right?
Yeah, Berserker Rage works, but I don't think the leap does.
Whose thing is throwing the fucking manta ray?
It's the lure. Leviathan's lure.
Oh, I can do that too?
I mean, it happens automatically, so.
Hi, Crick.
Crickleberry Crunch.
Hey.
Taunt the Oracle.
Yep.
So you get the max DPS on this concentrated flame. Are you using it on cooldown, or are you lining it up with shit?
Depends on cooldowns.
Unless you have a damage increase cooldown, you pretty much just use it off cooldown. But if you have something that like, increases your damage by 100%, then you use it when that's up.
And the only stat it scales with is versatility?
It is up for 3.
Yeah, I
Stats,
remember
so-
it doesn't work. Like combustion, whatever else doesn't affect.
Fucking BOEs. Put down some markers. We'll go over the fight. Realistically, we gotta have. I'm pretty sure we have to have a Disc Priest and a fucking Holy Valley. At least the few kills I watched all had them. One of them did have a monk in it though. Like a Mistweaver.
Oh, that's good. We got 2 of
I've
those.
always seen the disc and the holy, and I've seen like the third just be whoever, druid,
Yeah.
monk, shaman. Even I saw.
Apparently, double disc holy is really good too.
Yeah, that's like the ideal comp for everything. Just kind of weird because like what last here was shamans everywhere. Well, and disc.
That's because Shaman Spirit Lake Totem was just so good on most fight, and the
Everyone's so
Ankh
spread
Totem.
out.
Yeah. Like there are so many mechanics you could just cheese the shit out of with the Ankh Totem.
Well, let's just keep doing trash while we're waiting on them. We're gonna have to line up. It looked like the only time we were gonna do big cooldowns, like the Disc Priest bubble, Pally stuff, maybe rallying, will be when we're letting all the bubbles go through. It looked like on some of the kills, the big bubble that's going through, they were still, somebody was taking a charge off. Was there any reason to that better? It's just to lower the rate
Just
damage?
so it isn't as big of a burst all like at the exact same time if they're gonna do that?
Alright.
Also, depending upon, oh no, that's during the phase number run.
Occasionally on a
say-
few videos that I've watched, you might have to soak 1 or 2 right as the carapace is dropping, depending on DPS.
We should be, I'm assuming we're going to be fine because we're also going to have Vantas and like the item level is pretty high, so I'm imagining we'll be alright.
This one mage I was talking to said he intentionally procced his Irish staff at one point with spell steal. Try that. It's more of a cheese mechanic, but
Do we even have anyone with this stuff?
I have it. I could proc it as fire with spell stream. I think 3 GCDs.
Listen here, buddy.
Then we're lusting. I think it's like we want to shoot for like 35 or below for the after the second burn phase, and then we lust at some point to push it or something, right?
We lost the last burn phase. That's what
I was seeing during like the shell was still up and shit.
With different based on class comps, because like if we have a lot of executes, it's better at that. But we don't really have them, so.
Yeah. We have hunters.
Yeah, that's it.
Shadow priests.
Mage.
Oh yeah, spellstones.
how are we gonna do it? Like as a comp in general? Like, are we popping 2 minutes or are we waiting for shell?
I thought
Still
it was
don't.
like half and half.
Yeah, it's like pretty much like the burn. It looked like a lot of people were burning the shield and blowing openers, like pretty heavy to push. But it was short cooldowns. I'm assuming. I mean, I'm not doing the DPS research personally. It's just looking up shit I need to be doing for it.
Yeah, so it depends how long it takes us to break the shield. If it takes us less than 2 minutes, you want to save your 2 minutes. Otherwise, use them. 3 minutes are almost never going to be saved or used on pull.
Yeah, no long cooldowns are being held for the when it's broken.
Okay, so one pull, I guess we can just try on air, nobody pops them, and then see how long it takes.
We can pop 2 minutes, just not 3. Like, no angle burn.
In theory, it should take.
Shield, right?
Well, how long is their carapace down?
I think it's like 45 seconds.
So 2 minutes should be up within like 30 seconds into that.
Yeah. But we probably should do a pull where we...
Yeah, we'll do some mock.
Dot, make sure right before her shell goes down, we put our portals into the center.
Alright, so a couple of quick pointers. Let's flip out one of the heals. We're not going to have 4 heals. And just get Destro because he missed yesterday. The differences in this fight, the furthest away thing from the boss, whatever the coral shit, is always going to spawn a giant bubble as what, 3 charges, I think? Like it's 3 bubbles in 1 or some shit.
Yes.
So Shade's done enough research. He knows what he's doing for that. He'll be the one popping. Like you said, he'll be able to take 18 stacks, assuming we're coordinating cooldowns for him, like life cocoons and stuff like that.
So
yeah,
I should only need 1 cooldown on the last set just to make it through, and then after I get res, we'll have to cycle maybe 2 cooldowns plus my survival instincts.
Yeah, we'll be bubbling or partnering you up with the Disc Priest and Monk. Right now it'll be double Monk we're butting you up with. Just call for a life cocoon, Zwing and Blame. Listen out for his call. He'll call for whichever one of you to do it. But the other new thing, guys, when we break the coral, which Bitters linked the nice weak aura for, it tells you where you're going, far side, or through the middle, through the left or right. It's basically going to coordinate for you. Also, there's a weak aura link that's going to give you the actual health of her shield, which is kind of a big deal for planning and stuff like that for you DPSers. When the corals die, they leave these things that need to be soaked. They can overlap and be double soaked and stuff like that. Let's make sure everyone's healthy when they stack up for that. Yeah, so what Bitter said, like when she gets a shell up again, we're basically racing. We can't let too many corals go off or grow, because then it's just a wipe. It's just too many bubbles to absorb. When the pool, will be taking her wherever is safest. We want to put some distance between her and the coral. We're going to be trying our best to overlap. So like if we know that barnacle hit's coming up, step into the bad, take the hit, and step out. Let's try to keep it nice and compact. If you get the bubbles, guys, we don't want you to be far out. We want you to be kind of on the side of the boss or like trailing behind. If you get the bubble, you need to use the speed increase and you need to run in front of the boss, like far enough to where you're not putting all the melee and tank in jeopardy. The tank will turn the boss, like, you know, we won't be on the far, let's say the boss is standing right here. We want to face him like towards the entrance and not towards X when the bubbles go off. We're going to move the boss right on top of the bubble, let them get nuked down, like just through cleave, and then that'll be it. Rinse and repeat. Other than that, it's pretty much we need to pay attention to what's coming up. I know when the shell falls off, we'll be kind of moving her a little inward. Like, let's say we're at X, we'll probably move her like this far in, so people can do their corals a little bit easier. Ranged, it's on, or people who travel far, it's on you to soak the puddles that their corals leave behind. So be on top of that. And I mean, that's it. Like Bitter said, it's a huge DPS check. It's a huge healing check, like cooldown check and stuff like that. It's pretty big. Here, Crick, let me give you these. If you can hand them out. Give you all of these, because we're going to have X on Bunsen Link, but everyone who's in, take one from Crick. It's a Vantis.
Says he's busy.
We'll sub Jing, and after a few pulls, we'll see who's low when we do the switch for Bunsen and exit. Now we need to gauge our DPS and stuff. Guys, it's like really important though, like you're knowing how you're lining stuff up, and we need you to not just bank everything like Bitter. Don't just sit there and bank it for when the shell comes off, because that second shell, it's really important we get that fucking thing off really quick. Same for the third.
Itself over and over again. You adjust filters, echoes, acoustic qualities. You combine segments of magnetic tape. By these means and many others, you can create sounds which no one has ever heard before.
I hate fights like this where you have like a limited small amount of healers to me to check. I fucking hate these type of.
I like it, because I'm not a healer.
Oh, can we get a cauldron?
Yep, 1 sec.
No, Shadow's actually really good for this, Henna. No. At least most people aren't.
If you have the Azraid Elemental, you will miss a cast if you don't.
Don't what?
If you don't
use them on full.
So the goal for the first, and remember we're not using Lust until the last, but the goal of it is what, 70%ish, 75. I know it's like 30% or something per.
65% and 35%.
All right, 65, 35.
Checks we have to get.
Are we allowed to hold potions for the first couple pulls till we get a cadence, or do you want us to potion?
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't potion and you're shit bagging, I'm probably gonna swap you for Jang. So it's on you.
Well, that's why I was asking you as raid leader what you wanted us to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a gauge of how our DPS is gonna be. I mean, we have some okay parses and stuff, but I don't know how that is gonna translate to this fight. We'll have to see. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we can just kind of get an idea. I mean, potions, we can kind of roughly estimate like how much more you would have been doing with it. It's not the end of the world. Congrats, Cheezek. You finally got that. Alright, we're gonna give it
bags.
Remember, the positioning on pull, where I'm taking them to is gonna be dictated on where the coral spawn. Kind of want to start in the center of the room, and you don't want to be too far away from the boss. Like, gotta remember, you want to be in pretty nice. Moving it over there.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
My single target's way higher now, though.
Yeah.
My bars!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Take him. She's exposed. Alright, and word of the arcane hazard.
3, 2, 1.
People spread out to catch these.
So we need a lot more ranged.
4, 3,
like spread.
1. Your corpses will feed the dead. Die, vermin.
Shouldn't we be dropping the bubbles closer to the boss so you guys
Yep.
can pull it on top?
2, 1.
Yeah, in theory, you want to drop him so that he can cleave.
I know.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
We're way behind on deeps. We're gonna wipe it. We're about, what?
15%?
Yeah, way off.
Yeah, we need to coordinate that second rippling wave a little better too. Like I should only have to soak one from that wave, not all of them.
3, 2, 1.
The ones that are supposed to hit her?
So I soak the first one, I get 5 stacks, and then I soak whatever's the closest one out of the second wave. And by the time the other ones get to her, her carapace needs to be down. Like I should only be soaking one set per carapace.
Yeah, DPS was incredibly low.
Yeah.
Like,
Are we bringing the boss onto the bubbles to cleave or not?
So, if we're doing what the video that we linked and watched was showing, people should be getting right in front of the boss with the bubbles. The boss gets dragged on top of them, and we cleave it down while focusing the boss.
yeah, they both sets were a little far out.
They were in the middle of the room for at least one of them.
Yeah, you guys have to move in front of the boss with them, or we can't really afford to break you out. Like, I mean, we have to break you out. It's not good.
Also, 2 minutes weren't up. They were coming up just as the shield was going. So.
It's up for 70 seconds, or damageable for 70 seconds. So, as long as you can get your cooldown in that window, you should be fine, right?
I guess if it's not Vendetta, then yeah, sure.
How long does Vendetta last?
Like 15 seconds. 20 seconds.
But like what I'm talking about is like even if you don't get your 2-minute cooldown or whatever into that shield window, it's still going to contribute towards making the next like carapace like break.
True, but we can only have so many of those phases, so we need to kill her in 3, right? Like 3 broken.
We want to get to like 65% or so under the first break, and then like 35 for the second break.
I think the point that Bitters is making is you don't want to end up wasting one of your possible cooldown usage.
No, I fully understand that, but we were like 12% off. Were we supposed to lust and we didn't lust, or what?
No.
Okay.
We're just behind.
Yeah, she was at 78, so we were like 13% off. At least 13.
Yeah, we definitely need the bubbles under the boss. Like, we shouldn't need to be like putting hardly any damage into it.
If they're a little further out, we can drag her to an XTR as well. Like it's summon Buntana.
People with the bubbles basically want to be like make it
right
so
in
like,
front
the
of
edge
the
of their
boss.
bubble is like touching so that like it doesn't go on the tanks or anything like that, and then the boss only has to move like 10 yards, not even 10 yards, to be on top of the middle of the bubbles.
So basically, right leg.
Yeah, so like if the middle of the boss is X, you want to like stand like here or something like that with your bubble.
Yeah, melee will have to adjust, but it's really easy.
Make sure you hook her up with a Vanta.
Also notice with Barnacle Bash, Atosis, we're getting 2 stacks. It's like,
I think it lasts longer, so yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be every 2 a swap.
Alright.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I fixed it.
I know.
4, 3, 2, 1. Drown like the rats you are.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There are other people soaking
Everybody,
stuff.
so everybody's got to get the hell out of the way of bubbles. Like, you guys are popping bubbles. You don't need to.
Yeah, like literally, you guys have to watch the fucking fights. Like ahead of time. Don't come in here and fucking waste our time with you learning. Just wipe it.
In that video, Didn't he say that everybody's supposed to be in front of the boss, and then the people with briny bubble just move? Like nobody's supposed to be in the middle at all, where we're all standing.
Yes, and I mean, I literally said it as well. Like, be by the boss. Don't be in the middle of the room. Like, it's... You guys have to fucking start researching fights. I'd rather not raid than raid with people who aren't putting any effort into fucking raiding. And half of you, whoever got hit with bubbles, you're putting in no effort in this game.
Shade, you do need to go out a bit to soak the big one, because it has 3 charges.
Yeah, no, I soaked the big one just fine. We're not soaking the second big one at all. Like, there's like 4 people that got hit on the second wave. The carapace needs to come down. We all need to be stacked. We need to be popping cooldowns. Those things are going to burst on the boss. Nobody gets waterlogged.
Soulstone's out, by the way. Do not release.
We need fort.
Fort and end. Guys, like, pay attention. Like, you do not get hit with bubbles. Later on in the fight, when Shade's down, sure, we'll have a couple range. Maybe on occasion, Melee will take a soak or 2. Right now, we're not doing it. Shade is 100% on them. And when he's letting them go through, or if he dies, he'll call for you guys to soak. Just fucking avoid them. Like, we cannot heal you through. The dot does not disappear.
So I'm ready.
Tosis, you want me to grab him first? Because, I mean, I could taunt him and speed boost him to where we need him to go. And then take the first 2, and then you could berserk second when you get the bubble.
Yeah,
you don't want to get bubbled? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure you take him to the right area.
3, 2, 1.
The moon.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Ripped again. Just keep it until he gets.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
They're gonna move over.
Taunting them.
You gotta bust this so much quicker before that barnacle hit. Letting these hit, boy. Hot, rude. Bonton.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just swipe it. So we don't want to. I don't think it's crucial that we have to go in the center.
You don't want to move out.
Yeah, I don't think it's too crucial. I mean, there's some kills where they didn't do that, but like so we're doing unnecessary raid damage there, guys. Like, we lost a lot of people because Munton 8-2, Rue 8-1, Hot 8-1. Like, we're purposely letting them go through, guys. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, if they hit you, they do an AoE. They hit the boss, they do an AoE. However, we're letting them go through because then it doesn't leave a dot on anybody. Also, we're going to let them all hit at once, and then we do a cooldown, survive it. Is anyone else in our Discord? Like, because I feel like the video that Shade linked, Bitters linked it like 3 fucking times and tagged everyone in it today. Maybe it's just me tagged, I don't know.
Am I too far for a rest?
You can probably just let me pull it exterior, and I'll keep it until I get bubble on me. And then after that, we'll swap every 2. Because I got really big opener with this concentrated flame shit.
Yeah, I noticed. Shit, he's pulled again. Great.
Alright guys, make sure you don't soak bubbles. There will be shit on the ground when the corals break. We soak those.
4, 3, 2, 1.
On orange.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
More soon.
4, 3.
We getting bubbles soon.
1. Your corpses will
I know.
feed the depths.
And bring her to this when it goes off.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bring her well past this coral.
I know.
I can tell.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
All yours.
4, 3, 2, 1. Your corpses will feed the depths.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spawning as soon as he...
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Kill me when you have the chance.
Zia and a crack.
Hunter.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Your corpses will feed.
Yeah, we had too many corals up.
4, 3,
I'm dragging her over.
1.
So we didn't break enough in the second.
We have to break all of them every time.
We also had some that missed getting soaked.
Alright, wipe it up.
Megan. I still think those bubbles are way too far away from the ball.
They are.
Yeah.
You can bring her. They're in the arcing as right.
Bunton will res.
They're like to the middle mark.
I think people are being hesitant because they see pets there on the right side of the boss, so they were...
If people are where they're not supposed to be, like, that's a different problem. Like, they'll learn to move really quick.
They're in the wrong spot, just bubble them.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And people are still standing on the side of the boss, not in front of it. People wouldn't get hit by the balls if they were in the right place.
I got clipped by one because I went to go break a coral, and it spawned on top of me.
Yeah, after the so in all the videos that I've watched, after the barnacle bash that she does after her carapace is down, we need to move her to the more to the middle, so that people can spread out and do the arcing shit through the corals.
Also, make sure you're not in between two people because it does hit you. And if you get hit by two, it's an instant kill.
And Z and both, I think, Aversion and then Relo, who's the tank that I worked with. Druid tank. After the barnacle bash, when the carapace comes down, every single time they were dropping Wind Rush Totem to help get to the middle.
Yeah, I've got Wind Rush Totem, but I was dead when I would have dropped it.
So she's exposed XTR. We're gonna move her closer to the middle, like probably 10 feet, but face her outward because there's still barnacles slams happening. But as it's happening, you can like roll into an existing puddle. It hits it on where you're at, base where you're at, not where she's at.
Okay, yeah. We target you.
I'm gonna take
See, but you're always so eloquent with words. I appreciate that, man. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, so if we're starting like counterclockwise, if we're starting at circle, we're gonna go clockwise, just because his door is kind of shit. But based on the spawns of the coral, you guys want to be ahead. We can mark bitters, I guess. Well, he's marked skull. And ranged will follow. And then the way that the bubbles need to be, they need to be planted in between where the boss and the range group are. That way, you know, we can move the boss on it. Ranged are good where they're at, and then melee follow the boss.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One of them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll hold it till the bubble.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
4, 3,
No bubbles.
2, 1.
This barnacle mover in this.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Azurite is mine to wield.
Memorial top.
I got this one. Then you can. Move her over towards purple.
4, 3, 2, 1. How long I've waited for that?
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Destroyer.
Four, 3, 2,
We need
1.
bunting on.
You should have a soul stone.
We're still a little light.
Or smash them.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
I wasn't able to soak all those, so she got healed.
1.
Four,
Drag her out.
2, 1.
Winner.
How long I've waited for that?
Damn, that thing hit you hard. The dot.
Yeah, it starts ticking pretty hard once you hit the 18 stacks. 17 stacks.
3, 2, 1. Your corpses will feed the depths.
I don't have an end range.
She's about to get hit by the big one.
Ouchie.
Without raid cooldowns, you can't pop all three like that.
Oh, it hit her. All three of them popped
That's
her.
what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
2, 1.
Which healed her shield pretty far back up too.
Yeah, in like less than 2 seconds, I think the raid took about.
Well, they do like 70k a tick to every person, or yeah, for everyone that pops, and each bubble gives her 10% of her shield back.
Can the monks use Transcendence to reset the boss here?
What do you mean?
Like you put your little thing on the other side on the steps up here, and then when all calls wipe, you taunt the boss and teleport out there.
Release, guys.
Try it.
No soul stone.
So are we? Is that the closest we're gonna get the ass of the boss?
Yeah, the bubbles are still too far.
Because they're
yeah.
really far compared to the
Or,
others.
I mean, melee can move over a little bit and dodge the thing and get them a little closer.
The problem I'm running into is like my AoE won't reach from the bubbles to the boss, or vice versa.
Alright, so we need to coordinate some deeps a little bit better. So just that pool right there, for example, everyone needs to be breaking at least 30k. And this is the list of people who did 30k. Zia, Bitter, Selexia, Gzek, and Rune. If you weren't listed, you didn't meet the DPS criteria for the fight.
You also have to consider, though, the bubbles aren't being broken immediately.
Yeah,
Those
I mean,
people's
I was in bubbles.
Damage is going to suffer.
Yeah, I'm just listing. Like, we have some people, like, for example, Illy, Mordrag, Dot, doing, like, sub 20k. So, like, unless they were encased the whole time, which I doubt.
I had bubbles, and then I also got picked to fucking run all the way out to hide behind core.
For the that burn phase. Maybe flip it to stage 2 exposed Azerite. Just, guys, once again, let's say X is the boss. and I get the bubble on me, I need to run like literally right here. Like, and that means melee are gonna have to like step back, find a little divot, get to a little safe spot. Same for the tank who's active. Like, you just need to be slightly ahead. Drop your shit, and you're right by the boss to begin with.
If we have to, like, moving the boss more is probably better than not.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to run out of space before the enrage timer anyways.
Yeah, it just needs to happen right away. Move.
Plus, I can Chi torpedo, like, in the barnacle anyway, so... So, if it targets me...
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No! I'll tear you apart!
4, 3, 2, 1.
How long I've waited for that! 4, 3, 2, 1. Drown like the rats you are!
Right here is fun, guys.
4,
Exterior might be too. There you go.
2, 1.
Buddy, it was.
I moved in too quick to try and switch to him.
Get him up.
Got him.
4.
Alright, moving her in a little bit for this arc.
1.
I know.
We've got 2 deeps down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't go too far, guys.
How long I've waited for that!
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was a really good one.
I know.
I think I DC'd and logging back on.
2, 1.
We missed a coral.
2 DPS down, about the same spot. Let's go and wipe up. You gotta, when we go in, you have to go further in than the boss and be directly on.
Right around here.
3, 2, 1.
No so slow.
I have a question. I know in the video, like, they were pulling it a little more to the middle, and I know Oz said that we don't necessarily need to do that, which I was fine with, but I'm having a hard time as melee getting over to the coral to break it, or are there melee having that issue?
We're trying to drop gateways to help you guys get across the room faster.
Yeah, but we're moving so much that I don't know necessarily if that's always going to be that we can rely on.
I've been trying to throw my spirit, or my speed totem on melee. I missed that time. I just got too far behind the boss.
Like,
that should help you.
Back there, and I think he, ended up getting to the other side super awesome. But I know I'm having trouble getting as far as I can, as fast as I can.
Yeah, we can move them, like, we moved them inward there, and I mean, that's how hot that, but the, we have to do the barnacle, and then we move them, like, so I mean, you can let it barnacle hit me, and then as soon as you see that barnacle go out, you can be pre-positioned in the center and taunt the boss. We could do it that way.
I mean, I don't even think it needs to be all of the way to the center, just like, I guess maybe one circle in might even help a little.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it, like, into this part. But like that time specifically, there were 3 like swirlies blocking like every fucking path.
Yeah.
Like it shows in the video, like drops a barnacle here, and then he starts moving it closer to the center, drops barnacle again. We do it like that, maybe?
Yeah, we can do that. That works. That's the idea.
Bring it back to the wall and then just keep staggering it like. Then you got more room in the middle.
This fight's a pain in the ass.
I like it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh no.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll go too far. More drag over here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit. Just gonna wipe it.
Yeah, we can't be moving the boss that much right there.
I mean, we had to move.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
There's just too many orbs all at once. Like, I think she was too close to the corals, so they weren't coming in a spread out time.
And that's the wave that we should be using like raid CDs on, but yeah,
we were behind on DPS on the boss for that one anyway.
Yeah.
But then yeah, she got moved into the big bubble plus 2 others.
And the if you guys notice in the reload one, right? Actually tanking the boss next to the coral.
Yeah, only because it's like they're random where they pop up, so sometimes you don't have a choice.
Right. Just saying, yeah.
And it's kind of hard to understand them unless you you know German.
German.
Well, you don't sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yet.
What? I think he said Privyet, which is Russian.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart! 4, 3, 2, 1.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Your corpses will feed the dead.
Right here's fine.
4, 3, 2,
I'll drop it.
1.
There.
Impossible! Die, vermin!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Tony.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Four,
Does it come out?
3, 2, 1.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Missed 3.
4. We got 4 extra up.
Also, people don't soak those circles. I know we missed one the first time. It spawns.
Good way, but I think we're gonna go back to just dropping them on the outside. Because when we come inside, it throws like the melee off a lot, and they.
Can you taunt it through this door? And I can taunt it out.
I'd rather. Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, it's too late.
4,
We have a soul stun out.
2, 1.
Your corpses will feed.
4, 3.
You guys said Transcendence words, right? To try.
We already got it set.
So if you get knocked up when you're in a bubble, or while the bubble cast is going out, you won't get bubbled.
One thing I'm still noticing during at least like the arcing Azurite phase, like we're not pulling the boss on top of the bubbles because we have a bash coming up soon. Like if you pull the boss over to the bubble, like we should have enough time to break the bubbles out. If not, like it just bashes like in that spot, and then we can just move the boss a little bit further. But
Not only that,
moving the boss on it.
not only that, the bash graphic and stuff that spawns wherever you're. Like we can move her and then turn away, and we can like as she's it's a cast she does. Like we can step away.
The opposite way.
Remember, guys, like please, we need input. Don't go too far. Like with those bubbles, you don't need to go far.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On a green.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Drown like the rats you are.
So about here is fine.
4, 3, 2, 1.
He's not near the bubbles.
I gotta get close.
Four, three, two, one.
Right.
We're gonna drop one here, then we'll go to the others.
We missed 3.
I get them too.
Four, three, two, one.
Four, three, two, one.
You should have killed me when you had that chance.
Four, three, two, one.
Tony now.
Four, three, two, one.
Drown like the rats you are.
Four, three, two, one.
Tony now.
Need to get to the other side of that coral over here.
Oh, yep.
This is a
Right.
Yeah, we're really far behind the DPS check.
yeah, like a huge lag.
Well, we're about 1.5 million behind just on the shield, the first shield.
You guys, most of you guys can do the numbers. You just did 0 research, like on this fight, so you don't know how to line your shit.
Well, the problem is we've got some people doing, like Bitters is doing 45k, and then we've got GZAC at 26. That's half a DPS that we're missing right there, and there's multiple people like that.
I mean, realistically, anyone under 35 is kind of like really.
Yeah, people should be like erring on the side of using everything like on cooldown, and then like adjusting as we need it for like if we're short on pushing the boss phase or whatever. But for now, like I think it's better to just try and do as much damage as we can.
We'll do swing for exit, I guess. Wait, where'd exit? Isn't that showing up in the raid for you guys?
Group
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, he's group 5.
So Zwing for exit. Yeah, let's do Jing for unique.
What classes have 3 minutes other than the Heart of Azeroth ability? Is it just locks and boomkins?
I do. I do. Demon Hunter. Meta's 4 minutes.
Yours is just Shadow Fiend, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not a huge
One
one, is
cooldown I got.
it? Okay.
Do you got 2 more things, Panthus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at other Demon Hunters on this fight, and it looks like they're just popping meta on, like, they're not really holding it.
Is that with visions?
It's with
Minor.
both.
Wait, what cooldown does an Affliction Lock have that's 3 minutes?
Dark
Glare?
My Dark Glare. And I have to use it, like, basically with my 2-minute cooldown.
Yeah. If you go demo, then you get a Tyrant every minute and 20 seconds, so it lines up great. Unless you have to move. Then you get fucked.
Because really important and positioned correctly. A lot of you guys on this replay, like Bitters is Mark. You should probably be with him. Majority of the fight. Mistweavers are pretty good for this fight, actually, Blaine.
Do they get to do that fist weaving essence?
Is that even good anymore? I thought they nerfed that.
Oh, you get an essence to fist weave now. Conflict and Strife.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
The heals are the problem right now, to be honest. Don't go too far. Here's fine.
No regret.
Perfect.
Funny now. Tony.
Let's go and wipe it. We need to get you guys better. We're not going to get better than continuing to wipe. Dragging it to the door in case Smith reset. Oh, here comes some big burst.
Tarn that too.
It's probably
Yeah, it looks like Transcendence does.
Yeah, we still got DPS that's almost sub 20k at this point.
Well, those two are dead.
No excuses, Tricky.
I mean, we've got people that weren't dead that were still sub 30.
Hi, you need to put more distance between, like, you need to utilize max melee distance, so you're dying to the same thing.
Well, I was dying soaking with the coral, and Mordrag tried to foul rush last second and killed me with it, so. Either way.
Many Tortolans be lost to their blood troll vultures, but their knowledge can still be saved. Recover any of their scrolls that you can.
Flask.
Please stop early pulling.
This place isn't so bad. We're on a pilgrimage, and I have a feeling you're gonna make it harder than it has to be.
Princess, the Horde be sending us reinforcements soon. I don't think we have the time to be getting involved.
Too far out, guys. Come in, son. Good job.
Range, be ready to help soak the circles.
Oh no, that's way to break. Time. Still like 10% off, guys. Need a better push in the shield. They're going way, but this wasting our time.
I mean, I got picked for the thing 2 times, and like, in order to get the ones way in the back, like, I'm out of range of DPSing the boss, so like, you guys have to move it to the middle. Like, there's...
You have to.
Yeah, we'll move it in.
Yeah, he's right.
I also ran to the back of the room to like try to get the one in the back, but the other person literally went the other direction.
You should be using the weak orbitters link that tells you where you're going. Well, you don't get that thing.
I wasn't here at the start, sorry.
And the other range need to go out to, like, if you don't have a marker, you should, like, team up with somebody that does. Because, every time you bust one, like, 2 circles spawn, so you need to soak those. So you want to be, like, teamed up with somebody. And if they're already teamed up, like, you see somebody running with them, like, pick one that's gonna get hit in the middle and soak it. There was a repair bot down like 2 poles. It is right here. I don't have it up for another 4 minutes.
I just put one down.
So Atosa's going to ask you, when we get marked with the arcane right, we have to move the boss out there. What happens if the non-tank that gets it right, and then the other person just like heroic leap or a chi torpedo out there? You know what I mean? That's what I tried the last time with Crick, but it was too late.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's a tough time. We'll just have to try it over and over.
Yeah.
Might as well while they're getting their DPS down.
And try to call out if you're going far, because then we can try to, you know what I mean, get out there as fast as possible. Just getting back to the boss is no problem. Your transcendence back.
Alright, what can we do for your deeps increase in it? Because, like, you should be doing about 40. Each pull, even pull running out, you're only doing 20-ish.
Oh, don't let me get bubbles. Don't let me run out all the way to soak.
Alright, Crick, don't let that happen to him.
Whoever's pre-pulling, stop fucking pulling.
It's probably 40k at the end of the fights, not the beginning. Shadow Priest never have initial burst.
Not too far, guys. One of your higher nice put.
Alright, range can start moving out.
The boss has to come into the middle of it.
I'm dragging it in now. Fuck him. There's Barnacle.
Cats that go to the other side and break.
So once again, I'd be going in the. Oh wait, a lot of them go over there. Fuck. I, like right now, need to go in the
middle right.
Coming.
Back to.
Really? Only one got hit, guys? Come on now.
Gun wave. Alright, so a couple of things that went wrong. Right? You guys in the ranged, so there was a barrier dropped, but out in range. It needs to be under the boss because everyone needs to be close to the boss for that impact, and you gotta dodge the bubbles as they come in. Like, the barrier needs to be dropped there and everyone needs to be in it at the boss.
We have a soul stone.
And on top of that, we've got a... Yeah, it's gonna be so fucking cluttered. But you gotta remember, by the time all of that phase is over with, it's maybe a fourth or a third of the room has been used, so we still have plenty of space.
Yeah, we got a lot.
So, like, the big thing is, though, when we drop the barnacles, we gotta try to make sure we're dropping them as far out as we can without moving the boss. So, like, as soon as you see barnacle casted on me, just you taunt and drag it out, and vice versa.
I have a question. If we are supposed to be clearing the right side, but there is no right coral, what do? We just position ourselves to clear the middle instead? I mean, doesn't that put someone else in danger?
We could be real honest and like clear right, clear left, and not in the right from the stairs or right from where I'm standing.
I would say
looking at the center of the room.
From north, south, either west.
It makes more sense to be like from the middle of the room looking towards the boss than going like left, middle, or right, because it's mainly ranged that are going to have it.
Alright, I thought I was looking towards the center.
And when I get that, does it mean I'm supposed to go left, or does it mean I'm supposed to get the coral on the left?
The way, yeah, it's saying to go left to get the coral on the left, because like, say the two people with like yellow, or I don't remember what colors it assigns, but like the two people with yellow, it's saying go left. The people with green and middle, and then the people with blue right, or something like that, just so it splits up the pairs, the three pairs.
If you're stacked on bitters, I'm throwing down a lock portal to get you to the middle quicker.
And I've been throwing the speed totem on melee.
For convenience, Shade, when we're letting them hit, can you just say something so everybody knows to get under the boss?
It's the second wave. So the first wave I'll soak. The second wave we should be breaking her carapace on the first carapace. The second carapace I'll soak the first two waves. Third wave comes through. Like it just look at your weak R. If she's less than 5 mil for her carapace, we're not soaking bubbles.
Okay.
On that.
Raid stacked on boss. We're going to be spreading out for soaking corals and laser beam.
I think you went the wrong way, Tricky.
It's a clear middle.
Come.
Where'd you run to, Tricky? Because it looked like you went left.
I was near X.
I got a res out on X.
Yeah, I'll get one. I got you.
If we make it through that phase with everyone alive, even if we're like behind on DPS check, can we keep going to like the next phase just to see when we would be hitting like the next or breaking the next shield, I guess?
Yeah, if we make it through with everyone alive, that's
that's
a big if. Yeah, like I'm looking at like some of you guys who are doing this damage even before there's movement, like the damage being done, like on other fights you're 10 times better. Is it like an uncomfortable thing? What's all happening? Because like as is right now, we're not hitting the DPS check at all. We're 10% off at best. And we have Vantis runes, so like we got to figure something out.
When does the first bubble happen? Is it like 30 seconds-ish?
Bubble or the next phase?
No, the bubbles. Because, like, I'm looking at some logs, and, like, I don't know if people need to talk to other people about their openers, but, like, I'm seeing, like, fire mages shitting on everything. I don't know if your gear's, like, equal to theirs, but
so yeah, it depends. Like for the fire mages, they either have the bonus damage at the open or bonus damage at the end.
Yeah, mine's at the end.
Let's go, like, a bereavable 480k opener playing fire mage. That's insane. His damage just falls right off there.
I think part of the damage problem too is still the briny bubbles and the boss. So like melee have to leave the boss and aren't being able to cleave. Even hunters, yes, we can cleave the bubble, but the boss isn't close enough for the hunter pet to cleave all of it. So I think that's part of the issue.
Just to counter that, more than like 60% of the time, one or two of the bubbles get completely immune, and it's like, and that other bubble dies within a few seconds. Like I get like 2 ticks of a rupture.
Worse.
Why?
Because then they're running over to do one.
Whole running time.
So that means my pet's leaving the boss, running across to that single bubble, hitting it a couple times, and then running back to the single target again.
We can get the bubbles on the boss closer as long as melee and tanks can adjust to it. You know what I mean?
I don't know, like, I think some people are, like, fucking... I don't even know what the saying is, like, fucking...
I just watch the video, and the video.
Yeah, I understand that, but I have the same melee range as like everyone else, and like I literally like walk over rupture, and it's dead in 2 seconds.
I mean, I'm hitting the DPS check, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what people are making up, but yeah, when it's like triple, and there's been a few where it takes a while, and the boss should be on top of them. That's true, but like, I honestly feel like some people need to research their openers or their fucking rotation because it's not being like
last couple of pulls, the boss has been on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at my damage. All but one revenge hit 2 or 3 targets. So like, he's obviously putting them on the bubbles if my revenge is hitting them. My revenge doesn't have that big of a radius. I'm literally following the boss. Like, and then if bubbles are under it, they're under it. And I focus the boss and on him. I mean, I'm not a DPS, but not, you know, pretty sure it's the same routine y'all are supposed to be doing.
How to DPS?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, some classes are different. Both a little weird.
A quick question about this weak aura and the arcing whatever the fucks. As melee, if it says like clear middle, am I just supposed to line up around in melee range, or am I supposed to run out and try and do it? Because apparently I did it wrong last time. I ran out, and apparently that was wrong.
Fucking trog.
I mean, I was
not sure how
but
it's set
that's
up.
a good answer question.
I don't.
Okay, so like GZAC was at purple, and ours was clear middle, and I ran to X. Is that wrong?
Should have been orange.
Boss was at the time.
The boss was at moon.
No, boss
No, the boss was at like square.
Yeah, it was splitting that.
If the boss was at square, then I'd imagine that you should have cleared everything between square and or anything.
It was moon, right? Square and moon?
No, he said
Coral.
middle, so it'd be between blue and green. That would be middle.
Instead of basing off where the boss is currently, why don't you just do it based off where the room is? Like, east is right, west is left.
Yeah, like that is so fucking confusing. Like, I'm not like paying attention to the clock for the whole fucking fight. Why isn't it not just the middle is like facing the boss now?
That's what we said last pull was the.
Yeah, but now I'm being told like I have to like middle is fucking blue and green. Like that
I'm not
makes
telling
no
you
fucking.
anything. I'm saying that there was like a 20-degree difference and we missed it.
What? We got like 2 of them.
What? No, there were 2 in the middle. That was center.
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't get 2 in the middle.
I was under the impression it's if you're facing the center of the room, like middle means if there's one in the middle, right? Like position. It doesn't seem like it's the best, but it's pretty easy to comprehend. I don't know.
Is it middle
Off
no
the
matter
boss.
what direction you're looking at it in the
Off the boss, right? The boss is
the coral in the middle? Like if there's one
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like if there's a coral in the middle, you're killing that one. If there's one to the right where you're facing, the people at the right one are getting like it's picking those people that are on that side, like it, you know, or it's marking those closest to it.
No, the mark's random.
Well, either way, like I don't know. Doesn't seem like a difficult mechanic. Get ready. The goal is to clear them all though every time, and then soak afterward.
You're still wrong, Tricky.
Guess so.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
What is it? Get moving!
Alright guys, come stack with me, we're not that far out. We're all gonna immunity. Don't gotta move.
Stack on the boss. Get out of the way, Bubbles.
Much feet.
Alright, spread for Azurite.
Taking her in the.
Take about.
You're not gonna make it. You gotta go.
We gotta take her in the middle.
Yep.
Taunt her. Then move her to the wall.
Barnacle.
About the lowest we've gotten, I think, but still not. It's like 8%. Not too far out, guys. Taunt it. I'm just dead.
Yeah, that wave that came through right there is the one that we should have had our shield broken by then.
That one that just went off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should have 2 waves on the first shield, 3 waves on the second shield, 4 waves on the third shield. Like, if we have more than that, we're on four waves right now. Like, we can't soak enough.
We're also not getting all the corals, so we're getting extra pulses.
That was a good one, though, Tricky. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Here's the Jeeves down. Repair.
Rick, you need to get these fist weapons that I got.
How do you pee with those?
I sense Azurite nearby, and something drawing a great deal of power from it. You need to stop it.
Guys, like, it's really important. Like, I mean, we're gathering data and we're seeing like who's shit in the. You gotta know how to read this data as well and go figure it out and improve. Like, we can get better results out of some people who are in here. We've gotten them. Like, so we got Mythic Jaina. And gotta take these next fights pretty seriously and start researching. Tricky boy. Going to green.
Going back to solo.
Get out of the way of bubbles.
Don't watch me in. Watch me. Time them out. Around here is fine. Dragon Knight inward.
There's one inside the coral. Oh, we just fucking got two.
Get one of them.
Go to your house after this.
Am I good to take it?
1 second. You're good. You're good.
I'm good so far.
The lower whisper of a mighty enemy near here. They demand it be wiped off the face of Azeroth.
Yeah, we're 14 million behind on that shield.
And we were at least 10% behind on the burn phase.
We also missed soaks and got 2 extra coral.
Yeah, 21 stacks hurts.
Yeah, I zapped the 2 corals, but because I had to stand in the crap to get them, I died.
I got hit for 200k, and that was with pain suppression and survival instincts up. With 21 stacks.
Release.
So I'm gonna say that's pretty rough. So I died to the arcing, which was my bad. But I don't know who had it with me, but they didn't leave the boss, so I'm gonna assume it was a tank. But I was on the far right wall, and I had to go all the way to the far left wall. And I used disengage plus cheetah, and I couldn't make it that far.
Yeah, you got a tank with you.
I mean, we're moving it in as we're supposed to now. Like, it's inside. Like, as soon as that barnacle goes off, she starts moving inward. Just it's a slow move.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know I couldn't make it. So I ended up getting clipped in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to do is, like, once the whole raid stacks up for that like second wave of bubbles to explode, as soon as that hits, like, I'm heading to the middle of the room. Like, well, I guess kind of middle, so I could get to either left or right corals, depending on if I get a Azerite. And then also so that I'm, like, pre-spread to help soak the circles if I don't have the Azerite on.
I mean, we can try to pull it fully in the center if that over the map. The the shit on the ground is gonna be everywhere. One more pull them a break, and I gotta look at logs.
Basically, I've been every time I get it, a chi torpedo to the middle. Let's meet you guys halfway.
See, I know you're noticing it too. Is like we'll taunt her, and then she stops and starts doing shit, and then she moves. Like it's not like she instantly just runs with us.
Yeah, just like even with the bubbles, you go to pop it, there's a delay.
The parts are gonna be the same, hot.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I know, but I want to see how much the percentage changed with Lust. Like, if it's actually 10% or not.
We do have a lot of executors in this group, so like if we get it sub 35 before the shield, we should pretty good before the last shield.
Yeah, but we're millions and millions behind per phase.
I thought like, would it be worth to try to like lust on the second break to like get it to 35, like so that we can have execute for the third shield?
We're not getting close enough to there for it to matter yet. Like, we're still 10% behind on the first burn phase, and then we're being another between 10 and 15 million DPS behind on the second shield.
We're 26 million behind.
Yeah,
total.
On average. So.
Is it 35% for Hunter execute? What is it?
Yeah, 35.
Yeah, so the goal is to get it to sub 35 before this third shield, right?
Yeah, let's get up there. On the red. Let's move it.
Chief has laid claim to all resources in this area.
Watch out for bubbles.
You should be in melee in the bubble. Gotta go foraging.
Take her in the middle line.
Yeah, no way I was gonna make the.
Yeah, that was just bad.
I was popping there. That was me. I intervened, but it didn't get her quick enough.
On the pad, boys.
Whatever this is. Over the Jang. I intervened right here, but it's still clipped. Alright, I'm gonna look at log. 3 automatically hitting the DPS check, right? Like according to what we've gathered. So guys, like I'm gonna throw, but like realistically, we need the practice on this. We'll just beat our heads in on it. But the thing is, like you guys, outside of 3 of you, and like nobody's doing 50k, right? Like we have Moonkins that are excelling on this fight. Moonkins are like god tier apparently for this fight. Doing burn phases as high as 51k. Doing normal phases, keeping it up of 40, and they're in 527 gear. So like, I mean, I guess some of that's probably good fucking Mythic. Also the staff probably could factor in if they have that, but either way, like only 3 people are statically hitting it, and you can just assume you're not on the list, and you need to fucking really look into how to improve. Like this, I mean, given probably a week, 2 weeks from now, this will be a lot easier. But if you guys want to kill it at a faster rate than like 500 or 400, whatever we were, you need to really get this shit down. Like your class, you need to get it down. Throw a break timer up.
Well, man, I'm gonna have to do her up.
Yeah, and like, I don't fucking. You're one of the problems, Crick. I would fucking do less looking at that and more looking at BM hunters. Like, I mean, there's a lot of problems, and you guys need to stop focusing on everything else. Focus on how to play my class for these fights. Each fight's gonna require a different play, different timings, different stuff, and you guys have to look into it.
Oh, click the summoning stone, please. Before I leave.
I'm gonna switch my fucking things. I hate these builds.
Essences.
Dude, I fucking hate this build so much. What are you running, XTR?
Same as you, with nullification barrier.
Yeah, I
Same
think
thing.
I'm gonna keep the nullification as a minor, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm locking down a global I wouldn't normally. And I guess like I'm seeing a little bit of single target increase, and it falls off obviously while we're wiping, but yeah, like 20k sometimes, but not frequently enough.
Yeah, like 2 stacks right off the gate. Try to keep up.
Crucible's literally 20% of your damage. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty big. On some.
You cut off.
His sub pools is not doing amazing though.
Yeah, on that last pull, I think I got some lucky, I guess unlucky crits. I think I pulled aggro from somebody.
It was from me. I literally do a taunt hit and leap over to drop it against the wall. Like, so there's a big gap where I'm not attacking.
Yeah, I think I had I opened with a thrash and a mangle, and both of them crit really hard. I didn't mean to pull.
I'm even using the trinkets as they're showing, like on Warcraft logs, like almost all the tanks are using it. Pocket sized.
Yeah.
Like everybody's using it. Same. Just does so much damage out of the gate. And it seems like you can take 3 stacks pretty easy too, so.
Yeah, I'm assuming you could as well.
Oh,
Like you're definitely a bit more raid tanky than. Was that a talent trick?
Yep.
Usually you're berserking every other one too.
Yeah. Oh, I see. It's a tier 1. Oh, yeah. No shit. I just like went to that page, Tricky. Everyone. Every single one used.
Oh, but I see the reasoning why he chose that. Did you move me?
Me?
Oh, what was that fucking sound?
Hmm.
Oh.
Where are we going today, Grandmaster?
There's no point in
traits?
lusting. No, because he was planning for execute, which we're nowhere near getting to. So
How much time do we have left on break? I can't see.
8 minutes. No. Yeah, there's no point in lusting now because we have to do it without lust. So
Yeah, like the whole point in wiping like this, so people maybe will start getting an idea like how to time their cooldowns if we lust. That just completely shits on that, and then when we get to the point where we're getting to the final stage, then that's where we need lust, and we have to relearn the whole fight again. So it's a waste of fucking time.
The only reason you'd lust to learn fights is if the next phase is different, and this one isn't.
Yep.
I just double checked, like, every fire mage has done that's like parsing on this top 10 is saving their combustion and their memory lucids for the shell to be up. So I don't know what we're saying about it's a DPS loss, but maybe it's just my class specifically that's doing.
what's the cooldown on combustion?
2 minutes combined with lucid. They're both 2 minutes.
So the reason why I said it was a DPS loss is because overall, you will do less damage if you get one less usage of that over the course. You will do more damage during the execute phase, but you'll do less damage overall.
Right, but they're getting it 3 times regardless, like whether they save it or not. Maybe their fights are lasting shorter than ours. I don't know. So if I'm looking at their spreadsheets right now, they're all popping it 3 times throughout the entire fight, even with saving it.
My point was, like, if you could get a 4th use in, you would get more overall damage that way. So, like, if you used it on pole, didn't get it for the first execute phase, but you got it for the second and third, and like one other time in there, then that would make it worth it. But that's up to you, knowing your class and your cooldowns and all that crap.
Yeah, a lot of guilds split their cooldowns. As long as you have enough DPS to break the shield before the second wave, like, some people can hold it if they don't lose it.
And for the first couple bowls there, we were not hitting the DPS check to get the shield down in time for the second one.
I know, like, originally, like, the week 1, I know a lot of guilds were getting their hunters to go marksman just so they could make the first DPS check.
Because they also have a talent that does more damage above 90%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you should probably swap to that. That Scorch talent isn't going to help us till we even see execute phase.
The problem is you have to change your Azerite if you're running that, because you need the what is it? The Pyrokinesis, the one that gives you double fireballs. Because if you switch off Blaster Master, you actually lose a lot more damage.
Yeah, he wants to, which is nice. He pretty much has like an ideal build that a lot of running: 1 undulating, 1 wildfire, 1 fire mine, and 3 blaster.
Yeah, I switched to Blaster Master just now with a downgrade on my helm, but I just had the wrong APL in. That wasn't simming Blaster Master correctly.
You said undulating? Like, doesn't undulating proc, like, all the time on this boss?
Yeah, it's a
If
big
you
trait.
run down.
Because as soon as it gives you that shield, it does nothing for the next minute or 45
yeah,
seconds.
and then you'll go below 50 again, like, right after that again.
There's quite a few mages using it though.
Yeah, I think if your healers like keep you above 50, but I don't know how. I guess like if you time your
It's actually considered pretty good for progression though, because when you get the shield, it's when you're going below 50 anyway.
Yeah, but the second we go into the second phase, we're all dropping to like fucking 20%. It drops for the whole burn phase. I don't see how that's even remotely good for this.
So
Other
the
than
way
just-
the way other groups were doing it, at least from what I've seen, is they would have like their disc priest put down barrier, plus they'd have a holy paladin or not holy paladin, prop paladin soaking, and the prop paladin has another like AOE damage reduction.
Oh, that guardian shield thing, that like invisible
Yeah.
shield. Yeah, that thing.
And
Yeah,
they
watching
could keep people above 50.
watching Relo's kill, they were just popping bubble and
Okay, well,
or mastery, and they were keeping them above 50 too.
bringing people back to reality, we don't have a prop paladin, so that's not going to happen.
I didn't say we did, I was just saying.
Is not a good talent here.
Bunting, get on it. She can go front.
I've got one tricky.
Yeah, we'll take it off. It's fucking useless.
Of those top mages that are using it, what's their uptime on the boss? Just like check it, like out of curiosity.
Using which one?
Undulating, like
Let me look.
I guess it's the inverse because it's like a debuff that you're looking for.
I mean, undulating, you don't usually go for that. Like, it just depends on the gear you fucking RNG'd.
Yeah, I guess if like the other trait is complete garbage and you're forced to use it.
Like mine, the other trait is Trailing Embers, which hits people, like mobs in between my Pyroblast. Like, that's useless.
Okay, so looking at the top parsing mage that has undulating tides, he had a 4% uptime.
So it only procced once at the end of the fight, probably. Like,
No, so he dropped it, got the shield, like on the first set of bubbles, it looks like, and then any other time it would have come up. As soon as a bubble hits, he was losing.
oh, so he had 4% uptime on the damage buff,
On
not
the
on
damage
the debuff.
buff, right?
Oh, okay. So he never had it up. Okay, I thought you meant the other
Exactly.
way.
No. So it was totally like a worthless trait for him.
You looking at Canarian? Or whatever
Yeah.
this guy? Yeah, I'm looking at. But if you look at his traits, like the other talent besides undulating is useless for him.
Yeah, I could like in that case, yeah. If the other talent's like a 0 DPS increase, then it's fine. I don't think it makes a difference. I don't know why you would use that trait if it's garbage, but that Azrael piece. But I guess
It's
for you
probably,
guys-
if it has a really high level in Blaster Master, then it's probably worth it.
yeah, it's like for us, like Streaking Stars, like the second trait doesn't even matter for us. Like,
So I have a question for people that understand more than me. So I was just
Yes.
rewatching Limit's video that's been posted several times. And right before the Arcing Azurite comes out, the tanks actually take the boss clear on the other side of the room in between a whole bunch of corals. Is it just so it's easier for the tank to clear the corals? Is that why they're doing it that way?
So melee, like if they get a beam, they can still be like DPSing the boss near the coral. They don't have to like run out to corals, basically.
Yeah, we can do that.
Get closer, you mean?
Oh, so they wouldn't have to move at all. The range would move and they could just stay on the boss.
I don't think comparing to don't they have this is the fastest kill. This is #1 speed rank.
The one that I was talking about, Tricky.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's nuts. Like I know
Totally doable.
Did they two-phase it, or
Yeah, that's
So-
crazy.
So is every single class, like this is a quick question because I want to pull up. I've looked up 5 right now, and everyone's using the same thing where it's like Guardian of Azeroth Major with whatever it is, the like an Ancient Flame Minor. Like, is that what everyone's doing? Because if not, it looks like the majority are.
That's what I'm
Full
using.
use the focusing iris though.
Yeah, it looks like Boomkins have either that one or the two as a minor. But like, yeah, it seems like a lot of you are using other shit, whereas like the top of your class like is using that combo for this fight. Cheezak, if we killed this, he'd be one of 9 warlocks that are Destro.
Dude, like, I'm not even going Destro.
Aren't you Demo? I saw Felguard.
Yeah, I'm
spinning.
Demo.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Demo.
Yeah, I want to play it as Destro, but it's gonna be really bad. Like, really bad.
Are they like all saving their cooldowns for the shield break? Because I've seen the
Huh?
rogues work.
I think.
And visions, yeah. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I think it might be
So
a good
should
idea to
we
run
grab 'em?
World Vein with all these people. Most people are stacked up. If people have rank 3 World Vein, that might be better. I don't know. I really want to run it because it's really good for me with rank 3.
I'm telling you, like, this is the same debate we had with bidders yesterday. You guys can theory craft. I'm looking at the data that's been collected. No one's using that. Not a single fucking soul in the world is using it.
Just because I don't have my rank 3 yet for my Life Force.
Yeah, like, I don't want other people to gimp themselves to fucking...
No,
benefit
no worries,
you.
no worries. I see. It's all good.
But I mean, I think it will become the best when everyone's 65. I think it's going to be kind of big deal. I don't think right now it is.
Wait, can you use the same essence for the major plus minor?
The major gives you the major. And the
Yeah,
minor.
you get a major and a minor from your major, then you get a different minor. So XTR, we're going to do what Zeros recommended. So, like, we don't care if the bubbles hit it anyway when the shield's... So what we're going to do is we'll move him right next to, hopefully between 2 corals. If not, we'll move him next to, like, the closest coral in the center. We'll go that route. Try that, see if it helps. And we can drop our shit on the coral.
Alright.
Jeez.
So when we get to arcing, we'll start moving it towards the middle, right?
Well, we'll already be centered.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Should we do a few pulls where everyone saves their cooldowns but 1 minute?
Yeah, we can do that. So below 1 minute on opener save. Actually, it's tough to gauge because, like, some people have shit that works similar to anger management where doing this ability lowers the cooldown on this ability. So, like, it's...
Well, if you have that,
case by case.
You want like 3 minutes on pull, like, as well, or?
No, I'm just because like from that log from Vision, like everyone saved their 2 to 3 minutes and
But they
used
can
it
make-
during the shield.
They can make the first DPS check without using their cooldowns, so can we? Like, that's the thing. Like,
Well,
We're a little...
we could try.
Yeah, like, that's a thing. Like, I'm looking at their item levels, like, they're exceedingly higher than our average. Like, that might be unrealistic, but it's worth a try.
so we want to try it with no cooldowns on pull, and then.
Well, we want to do, like, 1 minute, 90 seconds, whatever, they're fine, but 2 minute, 3 minutes, let's try holding them. Unless you have something where it's like, if I use this ability or this resource, it lowers my cooldowns, then, like, you'll have to gauge it. That's true too, better.
Shadow Priests don't have cooldown. I don't know.
On the square.
Thank you.
Come up. Zeros AFK?
I disconnected.
Oh,
Honestly, we aren't that far off.
we would have hit it with her. She's definitely that much damage made up.
We were 10 million behind.
Oh, were we?
Yeah. We're 10 million. So we should be at, well, 8 million. We should be at 2 million by the time that second rippling waving comes out. We were at 10 million left when it came out.
Get a soul stone out. Or a battle rest.
Sorry.
Yeah, this fight's like so fickle on timings and shit like that. That's why I was saying it's like 100% on top of you guys to like research and like know what your class is doing, because some of you will not. Well, I guess we're kind of back. Some of you won't have the same timers and shit.
I think this fight's gonna get nerfed.
Oh, definitely will. Like, it's a bit overtuned. It's there to gate, like right now. Like, it's there to gate people out. But at the same time, like, I mean, if you look at your parses on other fights, like, I mean, some of you are in the blue still, but if you're purple or higher, and that's kind of shitbag, and then like that means you're potentially just not understanding what you're supposed to be doing. A little bit of research would help you.
I know you guys pulled the boss according to where the coral spawns initially, but would it be possible to move in the direction that range is already at? It would save us a bit of damage.
You guys should be in the center of the room on pull with the shard or the shroud.
What I mean is
Same
we're supposed to
direction would help.
yeah.
Like always going counterclockwise or something.
Well, like that I guess we can stick to that, but yeah, like that's sometimes a pain in the ass depending on where the coral spawn. We'll stick to counter.
Oh, they also two-tanked it. Never mind.
What I'm trying to get at is that if you guys are pulling them to blue, for example, and we're starting out here as rain, we'll have to travel further to get.
Oh yeah, that's you're
leading
doing it wrong then. On pull, you should be in the shroud in the center.
Okay, never mind.
I get what you're asking. I don't think you're getting my answer.
So holding cooldowns again?
They were two-tanking it, so I don't know if it's super accurate for us to even try.
On the blue.
Get ready to stack in.
Watch out for bubbles.
Shield's gone, by the way. Tagging him in the center.
Ton. Yep.
Those are best so far. So Zeros, right now you're out of range of all heals, just so you know.
My game just crashed on me again.
Oh.
Well, it hasn't crashed yet, but everybody's running in place. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
That just healed.
Yeah, she probably should have gone to the other side of the room, I guess.
That's 47 million. I don't want to burn through.
Come on, trick.
Yeah, fuck that. Do we have a monk thing? Oh, we do. So we can get her close to the wall.
On it. Yep.
So who saved their cooldowns there? Just so we know.
I didn't use any.
I saved my cooldowns, but
Or I guess the better question: who did use their cooldowns on pull? Like their 2 minutes or whatever.
G-Zack.
So
Like
3
with the-
people.
Or Coral
4.
skip. Remove it.
So like 7.
Are you thinking like half the DPS should hold and the other half should just use?
Well, everyone should be using their Guardian of Azeroth no matter what, because our kill, I guarantee you, is not going to be fucking 5 minutes, and you're going to lose a cast on that, and that is definitely not fucking worth it.
But that means you should use 3 minutes in general, because like if I don't use condense with my CA, it's useless. Like, and then also, if I happen to use my cooldowns during the shield and I have to break a coral, I like lose like 10 seconds of my cooldown.
Well, then we would have to switch it up. Like, then you would be one of the people that used your cooldowns off the bat, right? You just use all your shit at the start.
It's for optimal like DPS, it would be best if I use it on pull. But like if we need the DPS in the thing, I can hold it. It's not a huge issue. It's just like,
Well, no, if you would use your cooldowns, that means someone else is saving their like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all that means. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, why were people going to the same direction? Also, like, we can take them or take her into the center. It just got really fucking dirty. I mean, we were almost half of the room used, it looked like.
You just have to be careful if you move her into the center, because the lasers will kill people.
That did get dirty.
The other question about that then is, should you wait until all the bubbles or more of the bubbles hit? Because I noticed some of them were following the boss around, and then we weren't in the priest bubble, and I don't know how the raid damage is going to be with that, with us not being in the cooldowns.
As long as we're there when the big bubble hits, those last two, like I've watched 7 different kill videos, and most of them were moving with like 1 or 2 bubbles following, because they only do about 40-50k per person.
I know I went down to like 5% HP after soaking after those 2 bubbles hit, after soaking one of the coral circle. But I did survive, so it's not a huge issue.
I think she's just having issues. Let's just get unique since we're gonna pull.
So the locks have 3 minutes as well, right?
I've got 1 minute.
Okay.
Well,
But do you have a 3 minute?
I've had a few 3 minutes. I'm using everything at once.
Yeah, that's fine.
But he's demo, so I'm affliction.
I have
I got
no
5
fucking idea
tyrants.
what Demo has for cooldowns. I'm just asking, do you have a 3 minute or not?
I got Guardian. That's my only 3 minute. The other one's 1 minute. We got
Okay.
5 of them.
Well, he's got a Dark Soul. And he's with this thing.
Dark Souls 2 minutes, isn't it?
I think it's
What?
just easy to say facing the boss bidders, but I don't think everybody knew that.
It's just some classes are more heavily relying on cooldowns for the DPS, while other classes do not.
Well, I think let's just try having, because Hot, you're using like Army, like you should probably use all your cooldowns with that, right?
I use Army when the first shield break, but
What's the cooldown Army now?
8 minutes. I have to use it somewhere.
Why don't we have like Hot, Mordrag, the Boomkins, and the Locks? And then everyone who has Guardian of Azeroth use it at the start, and then everyone else save for the first shield break, and see if that gets us to the same point.
You want Mookins using it on the pool then?
Yeah, use all your shit.
I'm cool with that.
And then everyone else save, because that no one else has 3 minutes other than the classes I've just said, right? Yeah, because that like matters a lot. I know Inna doesn't. He just has Shadow Fiend, but that's like no damage, right?
Hardly.
Shadow Priest.
Well, it gives insanity, which is the important part, right?
Shadow Priest, OP. Only class with no cooldown.
It's not as good as it used to be.
Zerhas said she sent you messages. And wants to just make sure you saw them.
On what? Discord?
She said Nat went down on this.
Sure.
Yeah, I figured she's having issues. It's fine.
Oh wait, does Shaman have a 3-minute cooldown? Is your Elemental 3 minutes?
2.5.
You guys are just giving him information, and he's gonna act like he knows how to play your class next.
Oh, I fucking hope so.
I've mained half the classes in the raid.
Which half?
You haven't mined mine, mate.
Like a
Yeah,
fury.
he did. He had a
I get-
DH named Eye Cancer. I used to see it all the time.
I could go fucking cream pie some chick, have a baby, and teach that kid how to fucking play a demon.
You play Rogue, only one Rogue. You play Feral, only 0 Feral. You play Fury, 0 Fury. You play Shadow Priest, 1 Shadow Priest.
I made a monk at the last X pack, along with a lock. and a
Everyone
hunter.
made a monk and see. Go red.
Eddie Seed.
I'm just gonna reset her.
Oh man.
I think I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my service provider right now.
Well, that's okay, Zeros. Just you're gonna have to answer to the guild later.
You have to answer to G-Zac. He's also DC.
I will send everybody 5 gold.
I gave all the heads up. I got a fucking storm coming.
5 gold? 200 gold, my pot.
You owe me 450 for that pot I just used.
Okay.
Are you DC, G-Zac?
I'm coming back in now. I'm gonna see what my ping's at.
You know what the trick is? We all respect divisions of perfection, and then we don't have to worry about this.
Just RNG cooldown.
Everyone just fucking goes off the bat. No, it would all be up.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, RNG cooldowns too.
Oh, yeah, fuck it.
Just let hot tank. I'll go Fury.
Alright.
Have fun using visions on Zakul and Tricky.
That should be good.
Let me know how stable it stays in the next few minutes here, else, and I'll get you back.
That's fine. I'm just gonna watch stream till then.
Guys, don't get too frustrated. Like, Mordred, get some food. Don't get too frustrated that we're not hitting this. Like, use it as like an eye opener. You know, like if you're not making the criteria for this to research, how do I do that? Like, you have bidders, you have me. Probably Tricky would help out, and then probably a bunch of other people are pretty good at reading the logs. Like, you would take time with you.
Uniques hold your cooldowns, that except for your Guardian event. You can use that on pull.
In my opinion, we also need to work on the deaths and extra damage being taken that's unnecessary.
Right here is fine. Don't pop the. Trigger next to that coral, good job. Dump our shit like right in here.
Am I taking this over your wipe?
Take it.
Do you need protection?
Hardened shell in 8 seconds.
Okay, people dead.
Yeah, the guy's like, it's cool, it's cool, I get it, things are happening, but like, let's cut the fucking deaths out. Like, so first off, if a beam's going through you, or if you're not marked, you still have to pay attention. You have to like be in a specific area, which is off to the side of the boss, unless you get marked, and you need to be like, put yourself behind the boss when we drag it in, because if they fucking cut a beam through you, you're gonna take damage. The swirlies on the ground, they fucking kill you. Don't stand in them. It's pretty brain dead shit. Don't let a bubble hit you. Like, it's pretty fucking brain dead.
I was linked to XTR and I think I killed some people, but that's just them not getting out of the way.
Yeah, like, you guys have a job to do. They have to move. You guys have to move to your assigned area. It's less on you guys, more on them.
Yeah, I had to go way out there. Which had to go way on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that one button. Because there was absolute line of sight between you and me. That one should have popped.
Really, really emphasize on surviving, guys. Please pay attention. Oh, man.
They say you have the ear. Hey, how you doing?
Excellent. Don't let those orbs hit. Ready to watch your feet.
Go.
Next to this coral. Still pretty far behind. Just jumping dead. Bunton, swirlies, then second death to the ground stuff. Burning rush and just got you too low. But I guess he wasn't topped up to begin with on dots.
Yeah, it's my only run speed. It sucks.
Yeah, like you would have been fine. I think Bunton was dead. You just didn't have the amount of heals you need. It's not anything you did wrong.
I'm still totally against Burning Rush on progression.
I hate it so much, dude. It's the worst.
I changed my name and it worked.
Like double stacks. Hit by that. Hurts.
Yeah, it's not fun. Come up some. Not too far back. Nice burn. Right to watch your feet.
There's somebody who needs to soak the. Oh, never mind. Perfect.
What was in it? Just heard it.
I had a spike, lag spike, and stood in all the herb surges. Couldn't get out in time.
We need to wipe it. We need like a pool where everyone's alive for a burn and shit.
Very sucked. I think at the last second that was clutch as fuck. I don't even know how you got there that fast.
Uniques. Really need to watch your feet, man. You keep dying to upsurge. Fuck.
How the fuck did that blow? Oh, never mind.
Who owes me for that pot?
You still owe everybody for those pots.
You guys got experience with the pole. You should be thanking me.
Sure, just give me 2,000 gold and I'll arrange a party.
Chizak, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mordrag.
For giving this to you.
It's not enough.
I missed it all last week, Mordrag. Should have seen my parses.
You mean the ones where your pet was on passive?
Yup.
What do you ask? Speak and be lowered. I serve the king. Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Behind the boss.
Don't get a big bubble.
Alright.
Game just crashed.
Oh, Craig!
I don't think we can delay the big
Why?
bubble like that.
Can't delay the big bubble.
Yeah, because we had all our cooldowns down, and then the big bubble didn't hit, and then it hit right before these arcing azurites went. So that's just asking for people to die.
Hey, you should save the bubble until that one's gonna hit.
Yeah, I'm a little guilty of this as well, but we don't have enough people like far enough to soak like the shit in the back if it comes up. Like I dashed for one and couldn't make it.
If I'm out there, I'll try to soak too.
Yeah, I know I leapt out for when we got a little further. I leapt out the one, like, made it, but that's quick as fuck.
The staff of potency is called Prodigy, right?
Oh, you have an Ashara staff? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just testing it out right now. Apparently it's better. At least by the meters. But yeah, it's called Prodigy's potency. I thought it would only proc if you go below 10% health or mana, but I guess I misread it. It procs randomly, is it?
Oh no, so it gives you a chance of getting it whenever, but if you fall below 10%, it gives it to other people as well.
Okay, yeah, that's what I misread it. I thought it was always 10%.
No, you gain charges. Yeah, every time you go below 10, it procs. It uses up all your charges.
It's got like a 8 or 10 minute internal cooldown though, so.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You might want to cut back on the mana bonds, Grandmaster. Farewell.
barrier.
Start spreading out.
Just a little ways out, guys. Where I'm at's fine.
Here to
Is it much further, Grandmaster?
So going out, we need a center here.
go back.
Top.
No one's getting the close one?
Get him up and let's keep going. Take her whenever.
Take it in.
You guys are gonna need the soak. I'm dead.
Bring her back.
That's a lot.
Is that
You guys-
supposed to break right there? Or is it the next one?
It's
Right there.
break right there. Like when those bubbles are
Right
hitting.
there. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
We also have way too many corals up.
Yeah, we had two that we didn't break.
You son of.
Yeah, that set of bubbles are the ones that's supposed to hit her. Or we let go through and hit her.
It was like weird. Like the one right next to the boss, no one went to. Everyone like ran to the farm, and they missed it.
Cause you're just yelling at us for going to the far one, not going to the far one. Make up your mind, Jang.
I think the first when I died at the first time, I got hit by someone else's. Like it crossed over, and then I got hit.
Well, technically, you can get the far one and the close one if you're organized, Jesus.
Am I organized?
Yeah, that's what I should have been actually to the close one. Probably could have got both.
So, I know this is stupid, but I'm assuming it's just built into the game. But it's not a weak aura that's put in. Like when I got the mark, like I clearly got to see there was another marker of the same color above someone else's head. Like I mean, even through the boss, like I saw it. You know.
Yeah, that's just a standard. That's how it marks you in game.
All right, so right here, what Blame's pointing out, like Rue, she was already in position for the coral, and you went and ran right beside her. Like, pay attention. Also, we've got like right here, Dot. You got clipped with yours. It looks like and somebody else's.
Yeah.
That's was your first thing. Like, you guys have to pay attention where other people are, like your partner and everyone else. Like, and if you're not picked, guys, you still have to pay attention so you don't get hit. If I'm a melee, let's say ideal situation, let's say like we're tanking her at blue, and there's one over here by X, there's one like over by moon, there's one over by triangle, like ideal situation. Let's say we've got Crick, he gets one color, and his matching partner is a melee like Tricky Boy should be able to stay on the boss. Crick is already out of here. Blue breaks the coral. Like, you have to kind of like on the fly assume like who's closer to what and who's going to do what. You have to look at the matching color and get that right, and do not cross colors because you're going to kill each other. Like, that's like 300k or something. It's pretty crazy damage. Nope, not close at all. So we're like at best 8% off in that phase. It's just the bottom half of the DPSers have to click and figure this out. Like it's literally them holding us, at least on the check. You're beside the coral.
Why is that one by itself? He got knocked up.
Should I move her? Yeah, move her to.
Pulling her in this. So
Middle.
I can't
Holy
make it.
shit.
I don't think I can make it. Fuck.
just gotta believe.
Good fucking clears.
Keep it going.
Can you take her to blue?
Yep. Sure.
Drag her over here, then we'll move it past the coral line.
Does
This is getting too sloppy. So we had one coral remain in the way.
I used sprint on the first because I had linked both sets. I wasted sprint on the first one, so I had nothing to get back to that one. I don't know if somebody else was closer.
On the first one, you shouldn't have to do that. Like we all got Windwalk Totem. What do you have that's quicker than that?
Don't release.
Are we using one? I thought we were using Windwalk Totem before that. I usually don't have it for the first break.
I was using it on the first one.
Yeah, he always has used them on the first. I've gotten it every time.
Well, yeah, you can't just blame me on that. There was 3 other people that were linked to.
We can pull her even more in the center. It gets so fucking sloppy. I think that's the only thing. But we can do it. Thing is, we like so going back to square whatever. I didn't want to argue at midpool. We can't do that though, unfortunately. In the future, we need to keep going counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Because if we backtrack, we're just fucked once we get
Yeah.
over there.
You just need to get her farther away from the corals because she was like right on top of one. So there's no way he was going to be able to soak that orb. Plus the other ones are coming from different directions.
Yeah. We just gotta move counterclockwise next time is all. There's no going back.
Yeah, I don't see any of you beating bitters for a pull. Z.
Some of us do mechanics.
Monster.
Just aim to beat them every.
Your damage means nothing if you wipe, right?
No. Wouldn't us taking more damage get you more damage, Exo?
Living in the past, friend. Less atonements, more damage.
Zuul has foreseen your death. Ichuka Zandala! Your time will come.
Why must I be your heir?
You heretics! Stand for my lair! I'll bury you here! To the other Noah. I will hunt the guardians who invade us to slay.
You are too late. The blood of the Loa has gone hard.
Ready to watch your feet. I would cast that bubble as upsurge cast. Like that was really bad. Like that barrier was pointless.
No one soaked him.
No, it was. Trust me, like it's a wipe because of that. Like the upsurge filled the barrier. There's nowhere to stand on it.
I got a soul stone out.
Ever walk on the wild side? Choose your Loa wisely.
Do not release.
Alright, so we know when upsurge is always coming, it's gonna show up like, you know, wherever. I would honestly like bait the upsurge and put the barrier kind of where not everyone's clumped off to the side of everyone. Either just put it directly under the boss and there should be some space and range move in.
So you want us to wait before coming in? Wait for the upsurge before coming in?
We can, yeah. Like that, we just had nowhere to stand inside the barrier.
Jeeves is down, repair.
You have engineering on all your characters.
What?
Have engineering on all of your characters.
Crick is literally
No.
a gnome. He has to.
He's a fucking nerd.
Just preparing for that Tinker class.
Get in there.
Which version are you playing? The healer?
The best version.
If it's true, I'm rerolling that 100%.
Stay out till the upsurge, remember? Well, maybe it's bad there. Why is the timing different?
Depends where it's coming in.
It's a DPS. That's the difference. Like she stops when you break the shield.
The travel time of the big bubble.
It's 3 corals. Make sure you break them all here.
I'm dead.
Guys, to me, I don't care about this pull anymore.
Oh shit, this could be bad, Dot.
So since it's not going to be exact every time, how do you want to handle that?
I mean, it's kind of like you can't plan for it until we're consistently like pushing at the same period, unless it's the same distance. So like the big one's traveling from the farthest coral, and it could come. We've had it come 2 seconds before upsurge. We've had it come at the same exact time as upsurge. Like there's different factors. So like the whole thing is like it's going to be more on X to make a judgment call, like based on when it's coming in, when upsurge goes out, etc. Like he has a brain. He'll be able to throw it down, and you guys will just have to react and get in the barrier.
Is there a bash on the tanks right then?
Is there a what?
Is there a bash on the tanks right then?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's move far into it too, so it doesn't overlap the shield. The barrier that we have more room.
I was just wondering, like, if we'd be able to move the boss closer to the big bubble, like if it's real far away.
Usually it's like right on top of it, usually.
Yeah, so this replay too, it's just same thing we're doing. So for like as soon as that hits, we need to run to the center of the room with it. Or kind of in the center, not fully, but like at least 10 yards is like right after that's the arcing. So like you can preemptively go ahead and move her after you get that barnacle thing, because it doesn't matter if you're in the, you know, the barrier or not.
Right. I see barrier, I'll move her out, move them out, yep, after the smash.
Yeah. It's not, that thing's probably not going to kill you or anything.
No, I took.
On the blue. Upstairs. Take her in the middle. Did you get marked? I'll tell. Take her more in the center soon.
Going.
Good to see you again, Grandmaster.
Soaking the shit.
And I got it. Soaked it. The one.
I think he tried to soak, he just died while trying to do it. Shit hurts.
Yeah.
Go ahead and die. Do you have a mass?
Yeah, we do.
Alright, not really seeing too much progression, guys. Like, it's not a lot of improving going on. Like, some of you have increased your damage a little, but we're still losing people and then not hitting timers. I mean, we're not going to hit them with them alive. It's looking like anyway, but we're definitely not going to hit it with people dead.
Is that what lost on the third shield?
That's lust after third shield breaks.
After third, okay. I've seen like so many different lusts on the spot.
It's gonna come down to the specific groups, CDs.
Wait, no, actually, that is lust at the end of. It's lusting at 6 minutes when like the third set of 2-minute CDs come up, so that they break in time to be able to.
Yeah, so that's
so that they break before they have 2-minute growth.
That's on the third shield then, yeah. That's where I see most guilds last, yeah. After the second expose phase. Because the executors get their full execute during that phase too, if we get it below 35.
So we're hitting the first timer suddenly, right? Right when the briny bubbles go out. Our shield's
but
breaking.
then we're 4%-ish behind on the burn, and then we're like a fuck ton behind on the second shield.
Gotcha.
Like 10 million behind.
Well, yeah, at that point we always have multiple people dead. I mean, not that that'll solve it, but like, it's not helping.
Yeah, we usually die as soon as like 3 minutes are coming back, so we don't have a chance to pop our second cooldowns.
I don't think it's useless already. I don't think it's worth it to drop the shit on the corals, because like that's making the green things spawn inside of the shit that's we're supposed to not stand in.
You killed one person.
Yeah, and like I mean it hurts us pretty bad too when we go in for that shit. Like I have to pop a cooldown so I don't get low. Uniques, are you good?
He's offline.
See, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like on my screen, he kept changing targets. He's disconnected. Let's just get Zeros back in.
Are you summoning?
Yeah, we got you. We can't hear you, Uniques.
He's lagging like hell, sounds like.
Yeah. Buffer him.
I ate while I was waiting for summon, so.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I saw that blame. Like a lot of people got the alerts. I got it on my phone too.
Right, there was a cricket infestation in Vegas, is that true?
Yes. There was a swarm of grasshoppers.
Oh yeah, grasshoppers.
That must be very uncomfortable.
I don't know, they weren't on the strip, so it didn't really matter.
That's why you just don't go outside.
Exactly. Alright guys, so please use the remainder of this. Practice survival, like on top of your DPS and heals. Like let's practice surviving.
What the fuck was that?
That was me, that was me, that was this.
set on the Zandalari Empire. The faithless will claim what is left. There will be.
It's on it. I'm gonna drag it out.
Brad?
Got it.
Good to see you again, Grandmaster.
This is the positioning they're using on that replay. That's nice.
Make sure we don't miss these two corals.
Back to mid.
You don't have to stay in there.
What is your business here?
About 5%.
And a few of us didn't even pre-pot either.
Yeah. 100%.
Keep it going, play. Come up some, y'all are way over there.
Let's we'll start going to.
We haven't busted it, we can't drag it inside yet. Only when she's exposed.
Okay.
Wipe it. Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me the bubble has to break right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it has to break. It has to break right now.
Like
We were
before
like
the
14
next one,
million
or
short.
with that one?
No, these bubbles that are hitting right now, her shield needs to be broken before those bubbles hit.
Oh, okay. So
The last one, I don't know what's happening. I was running back and forth with the big bubble.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't breaking.
it
that was
wasn't
funny.
breaking. Like it wasn't counting. I don't know what's going on.
Did you have a magic immune of some kind?
No. Magic immune doesn't matter anyway because
Paladin spell ward.
Pally's spell ward and divine shield or divine intervention or whatever. No, I ran back and forth through it like
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, you were chasing the bubble. I saw.
it just wasn't popping.
My bad, guys. That won't happen again.
That would have been a fucking kill, XTR.
Absolutely right.
Take it off your bars.
Yeah, we're
That would have been a goddamn kill.
That's creative flame, man.
0.5% in whatever.
Does anybody-
After they didn't get 2 pots. Oh no, dude.
Does anybody have like a respect tome?
Yeah.
There only 3 people got it off.
Thank you.
Yeah. Could have been the kill.
And just so you guys know, typically guilds are using second pots on the second exposure. And then you lust, like Bitter said, usually at like the 6-minute mark. And just a heads up if you're wondering how to map that out.
Said map, not math.
Meth?
Do they have that in Canada?
Yeah.
I would never do math. Shit's hard.
Geography is hard. Would it be the correct statement?
Ricky didn't know West Virginia was its own state.
Oh my god.
How did you not
Is
know that
it?
they teach us more American fucking geography than Canadian?
I thought I knew all the states. I just thought when it said West Virginia, I thought they were talking about the west side of Virginia. Like,
That's fair. That's fair.
like, how come you guys just don't have like Carolina, North or Dakota? You know, Virginia.
There's a
Instead you
great
guys have
war,
them-
Tricky.
Oh.
Start at Moon.
move.
I don't want those to hit you, XTR. Dragging it out.
I actually lived at that without barrier too.
Good job, XO.
No, I didn't think it would pop that early because wasn't in the boss's hitbox.
It hit XTR, that's why.
So should I take this or?
Yeah, you're good.
Two of the people with the fucking thing were in the brand new bubble.
Yeah, that was fun.
That sucks.
Those last bubbles took forever.
Yeah,
Yep.
XTR didn't drag them over too.
Yeah.
Let's go and wipe it. We're already down the person. We're running low on time. We need better pulls. So guys dying early on, like, it's just shit you gotta fix. No soul stone.
Nope. Nope.
It's crazy how challenging this fight is when she seems like really simple.
Yeah.
You just overturned, I think, like you said.
Well, for the casual audience, it is. Like, I know my buddy's guild has killed it that JT shape, but they're also doing split runs and shit to prep for it. So, I mean, they also like forced everyone who had, or pretty much everyone in the raid needed it, like, to have X Benthic slot, like, filled with a certain piece.
The mana pearl pieces. So actually, there's a couple good ones.
No, Z, we want your trinket.
I didn't say me.
Yeah, Bunton. We need you to go pro and holy.
Bunton is good enough. She could probably do it.
Let's go, boys.
I always want to get another pally, but every fucking paladin I talk to, like, is like, oh, there's a chance I could go red. I, like, instantly stop talking to them. I fucking... I like, absolutely...
I'll transfer my paladin.
I thought I'm re-rolling Holy Paladin next expand. Yeah.
Nice.
Go for it.
Me and
Sorry,
Bunting can,
Lauren.
me and Bunting can be the bitch squad.
Damn. Oh, more jag.
Is that even me? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I'm not offended by it.
You should be bunting.
To drag it well past this into like X area. Bubble's coming up. Dragging it over here, the X. We're gonna stop here.
I'm moving after the shield.
Yeah, drag it over. Gonna watch your twos in a second. Drag her out.
Just one to the right.
Get him up.
I got him.
Recenter her after that. Go do your marker out sound.
Excellent. Try to get both on the right with me.
Hi.
Oh. My bad. What was that?
Two people soak bubbles they weren't supposed to.
More jag. Illy.
Step closer and don't bump.
Took a screenshot button.
Greetings, sir and or ma'am.
Trying to heal me?
I can't let you. Okay.
Do you mean the blue marker?
The first
that was
bullet
me.
you were with, yeah.
Like, I saw G-Zac, I think it was. Like, he should have kept running and, like, angled his to where it wouldn't hit me. But...
Yeah, mine said middle, so I got behind the furthest one in the back. And I guess Jang was going right.
Yeah, I had Exo on right. That was mine. But it didn't hit the one in the far right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had 4 up there, so yeah, we had to like get 2 on one of them.
Step closer and don't mumble. And which lower
What, the boost? Tricky?
Yeah. Like the new freehold.
Well, Tricky, I can cut you a deal.
Considering anyone can do it now, you don't need twinks anymore.
Jeez, that kid, trust me, Warlocks cannot do that. I've watched.
This Warlock can.
Doesn't G-Zac have Free-Zac and Cheese-Zac?
All
If, if it was back to fucking Pandaria, Warlock, we could do it. Or even WAD when we still had meta.
What was that one where you had like the Manroth form or whatever, where you could cast while moving or some shit? Like...
Oh yeah,
Manroth's Fury or something.
Most broken fucking talent ever made.
Fuck.
I guess focus. Let's try to see some kind of progress. Show us you're kind of getting the hang of it. Turning it orange and going counterclock.
What you want, man? You have taken what is mine. Release him. Long time you've been keeping this one from me. Long, long time. I'll be denied no further. Know your place, lower of graves, or I will put you in one. Comes a time when we all got to die, even kings. But I be feeling generous. Take your little friend. I'll be seeing you. Good time. Restore his spirit to his body.
Taking her out. Oh, I need to come up. There's soaks. At least we got two. Whoever was connected.
I'm choking.
Put your arms up.
No, it's stop, drop, and roll.
Taunt, taunt, taunt.
Yeah, I'm in the bubbles. Yeah.
Red's gotta get away.
We did it, full clear.
This is it.
Take her back to square.
Slash, yeah. Oh, no.
Take her away from that.
Rastakan's might is mine. Taste the bitter wind of the was not the end. I was yours.
This is where it needs to fall off.
Oh,
Not the worst.
Okay.
Spread for Ezra.
Bringing her in. This is quick. Spirit Barnacle, we're gonna take it.
I'm going back row.
Paid, when do you want us to get you? We should get a res on him, but he'll take it when he wants to suicide, and he'll have to call for it.
Hold up on that.
We're pretty fast.
Okay.
Take this close.
Just instant dies to the dot.
Yeah, well, that was my bad. I hit it at bad timing.
They're going down. We're out of.
The longest attempt.
We're like 12% behind. That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
I'm giving her all she's got.
I spent most of that not being able to hit the boss.
We had a ton of coral up too.
Well, that second shield break, I think we only got one arcing Azerite.
Progress?
Yeah.
You made some?
So, like, if we get Arcing Azerite as a melee, like, you have to make sure you're, like, in a position where your beam's not going to cut through the ball and hit every fucking melee. Like, I got hit with an extra one other than mine.
See, I was wondering when that one coral was up, Tricky, you and I were late, and you ran all the way back, and I was gonna call for you just to stay on the boss, and then I
was already sprinted out, so...
Yeah, I noticed you got there faster than I did.
For the second round of 3-minute CDs, you want us waiting till she's exposed, or just pop it on cooldown?
Oh, I think pop it on cooldown, or otherwise he'll lose a cast.
I think we barely made the second shield timer there too, right? Or...
No, we missed the second shield timer by a little bit. I mean, we're just slightly behind. I think we had 3 soaks after I died.
Where are the orbs at that a couple people are supposed to soak? In that video, there's one round where the paladin tank's dead and range pickup, and I'm pretty sure we passed that and the orbs hit her instead of us soaking them, right?
Yeah, for shields down, the orbs always go to her. Like, it never soak it. So what should happen is, in that phase, I don't take the res right when the dot's supposed to tick. That was my bad. But I soak those 6, and then I die again. And then the next round, the way Relo's group did it, the druid that put out instructions how to do this, is one of their monk tank went and soaked the rest of them. And basically he dies as the shield breaks. And at that point, it doesn't matter, because, I mean, either the boss dies or we wipe.
Well, that other one, whatever his name is, Nexix or whatever, the paladin tank took his soak, then range took soaks, then the paladin tank took 6 more soaks, and then the
reason why they did that is because the paladin's spell warding and divine shield and ardent defender all had to come back off a cooldown.
Yeah,
I don't have those cooldowns, so.
Basically, Shred takes all he can get, and then he dies, and then we kill the boss.
And his job's over.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have to look after we get a chance to look at logs. We'll have to come up with something. They don't tune it down. Honestly, like, so my buddy's. Hold on, let me see what they did. Because they don't have ideal comp either, or an ideal comp. Alright, so like their tanks, it's almost like they did shifts or something. Like they all at the end of the fight had like 10 or more. Like I don't know. They were all like running out, but they ran double warrior monk. I mean, there's various ways to do it. We're just gonna have to come up with one that's gonna cater. But the big thing right now is we've got to make sure people get the practice to get their DPS cooldowns properly, because like no matter which way we do the tanks, popping the things or have range doing it too, if we don't hit checks, we're fucked, you know.
Are you still breathing? Let me release you from these chains. Be you predator or prey? Come, little king. Let us bring ruin upon these heretics. Yes, Rezan is teaching them to respect Eloa's might. Come and see. Such is the fate of those who defy the great king.
Just took one. I want to see how much it does. Taunting it off, you go handle.
He is an enthusiastic predator.
Scrolls are kind of far. Be ready for him.
Take it off you once you get your mark.
I'm back in the.
You hello juked each other.
Yeah, I went to give it the other way.
I think y'all were trying to predict each other and juked one another. I think that way it keeps it cleaner. If like we taunt like that, let you run out, you're quicker than us.
Nope. Definitely.
Pop a couple just to see how bad it feels on his face.
Goodbye.
Tommy. Let's wipe it. Alright guys, I mean, decent pull, but I go look at data. I to go look, like, I know half of you are guilty of this shit, where you're not looking up your class. Like, I want you to go to Warcraft logs. I want you to go to this fight, and for future fights, go to this fight, narrow it down by the people who play the same class and spec in you as you. You can narrow it down by item level, whatever you got to do. Look at what they're doing differently. Like, if you feel like you're not beating, like, honestly, like, a lot of you should be beating Bitters. Like, I know Bitters is a great player and all, but, like, we have classes in here fully capable of decimating him, like, in both phases, and it's just not happening. I'm not knocking you at all, Bitters. You're doing great, but, like, a lot of the classes, like, a lot of you are losing to melee and stuff. Like, this is a very strong ranged fight, except for Fury Warriors. They're like super mobile. Need to really spend some time outside of raid honing in on that. Like, some of you, like, it's just night and day. Like, coming in with the wrong essences, like coming out with the wrong talent. Well, I don't know if there were talents wrong, but coming out with the wrong essences. Like, this shouldn't be something you have to trial and error. The data's there. Like, you know, it's not something you should have to be like, am I running the wrong thing? Let me figure it out on the fly. Like, the data is collected. Benthicolado. What are you trying to farm for? Boots?
I already have the boots, but that's the only piece I've actually gotten the right one of so far. And I'm, 700 mana pearls in, trying to get a second.
Are we done tonight?
We're gonna do one more. And we'll call it. But we really, like, some of you guys are doing no work outside of raid. Just a little bit, please. Like, I know, like, doing this down on